Hi, I'm Susan from the Euless Public Library, and this is my assistant, Brandon, and this is
STEMtastic Station's
Virtual Edition. And what we're going to do today is we are going to be making, what are we making?
bubbly slime!
Bubbly slime! Yay! And what we're going to need for that is for your station, you're going to want to have a tray because this is going to be a little bit messy. You're going to need a big container, for your slime making, a little container for your solution to pour into your slime,
and a long spoon so that you can mix.
So you can mix it. All right. We'll also need, we'll need some vinegar. You'll need some baking soda. You'll need some glue. You'll need some, what is this? Food color?
Yeah, food coloring.
Yeah, and you can pick whatever color you want. Brandon has picked out a color. What color did you pick?
Blue, and it's my favorite color.
Blue is his favorite color. And then I picked turquoise for my slime. And then finally, you'll need some boric acid solution. You can either do it using contact solution, as long as you just got to make sure it has the boric acid in it. But what we did is we went ahead and got some regular borax, and then we mixed it with a cup of water. So we have a cup of water and a half a teaspoon of borax, and that's what we're going to use as our binding solution so that we can make it into slime. All right, you ready?
Yeah, it's gonna be super fun.
Super fun. All right, so we're gonna start off by taking our glue, and we're gonna go ahead and you wanna do a half, let's take this lid off. You need a half a cup of glue. So go ahead and pour glue in here. Oh. Whoa. Just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Okay, that's good. All right, now go ahead and use your spoon to scoop it in there. Get all of it out. You got it?
I get all of it out with my spoon. This is the longest spoon that we have. And Mommy has a smaller spoon, but I think I should use a big spoon. I thought that we should use a big one first.
That's cool. Don't worry about it. You got it all?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
You got most of it? Alright, now we're going to put some in mine. Awesome.
I'm
I got
ready
it.
to use my spoon.
Okay, let me see if I can get enough glue out of this. Hopefully we get enough glue.
That was a huge bubble.
That was a huge bubble. Whoa.
That was actually a bubble. Oh, you're there. You're almost there.
Alright, I had just enough in this glue.
Here, you use mine.
Alright, ready? Thank you. Alright, so now we have our half a cup of glue, school glue, and we have Elmer's. This is the kind that we have. I'm sure any kind will probably work.
Yeah, any kind, okay?
Any kind. Alright, so that's my half a cup of glue. And then here's your spoon back.
Thanks.
We're going to need 2 tablespoons of baking soda.
I'm just going to put my spoon there because there's still glue.
Okay. Alright, so okay, here we go. Go ahead and stick that in yours, in your big thing. There's one. And
Mix it up a little.
2. Got it?
Mix.
Alright.
I'll mix a little.
I'm going to put mine in, and then do you want to put a couple of drops of your food coloring into your glue? So take a couple of drops of your, yep, food coloring.
I'm gonna do like how much?
Maybe like, as
Actually do 2.
you're going to do 2? I'm going to do 3, 4. Okay, and give it a good mix. Get it all mixed up the way you want it.
I did 4 too.
Okay, make sure it's the color that you want it.
Ooh, it looks more blue now.
Looks more blue.
It kind of looks like blue, but it looks like light blue.
Looks like light blue. Okay, we'll mix it up really good.
Oh, that's cool. It kind of looks like blue.
It kind of does. It's like it's turquoise, so it's like a greenish blue.
It looks like dark blue,
Yeah.
but with a little green,
Yeah.
a little tiny smudge of green.
All right. You got yours all mixed up. Mix it up really well.
It looks like I want. Looks like what I wanted.
Okay. All right. So now we have this huge bottle of vinegar. So we're gonna take our vinegar. We need 1/4 cup of vinegar, and we're going to put it in our little small container. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get some for Brandon. Hopefully I won't spill because this is a huge container. All right.
Oh, I can't hold it.
That's okay. I'll get it for you. All right. There's yours.
Okay.
And then, oh, I got it. You just need 1.
Okay. I thought that we had to do 2.
And then 1 cup of vinegar. 1/4 cup of vinegar there. And then we're gonna take 2 teaspoons of our boric acid solution. 1, 2. Give a little mix there. Okay, and then you need 2 too. 1, 2. Give that a little mix there.
I want to mix it up.
You want to mix it? Okay, go ahead. Whoa, careful. All right. Now that we got, are you ready? So this is the fun part. This is where the bubbling part is going to come. So go ahead and, here, got it? I'll take that. Go ahead and take your vinegar and pour it into your big container. And then start to stir and stir and stir.
It keeps going down.
Keep stirring.
Bigger and bigger.
Bigger and bigger.
And now it's going lower
And lower.
and all the way to the bottom of the edge.
So while Brendan and I keep stirring, I'm going to explain the science of bubbling slime. There's actually several reactions going on, and I'm going to first talk about the science of the bubbling part, or making it bubble. The bubbles are actually the product of an acid-base chemical reaction. A chemical reaction happens when you put 2 or more chemical compounds together, and that interaction causes them to change into something different. In making normal slime, there is a chemical reaction, but it's not the reaction that causes the bubbles. To make it bubbling slime, we had to add a couple of extra ingredients. The first is a base, which is the baking soda, and the second is an acid, which is the vinegar. When you put baking soda and vinegar together, hydrogen ions are rearranged to create sodium salt and carbonic acid. There's actually a secondary reaction, a decomposition reaction, which causes the additional breakdown of the carbonic acid into two different things. The first thing is water, and the second thing is carbon dioxide. This is what causes all of the bubbles that you are seeing. The bubbles is the carbon dioxide floating to the top of the solution. This reaction is commonly used to demonstrate an explosive reaction, like you would see in a modeled volcano.
I think our jars were a little too tall because it didn't quite go over the edge and make it really cool explosion. But it did bubble up. Yours bubbled up pretty good. Okay, let me see.
Mine bubbled up almost to the top.
Almost to the top. So let's get it all. Mine's almost slime now. Let's see.
Ah, I forgot to put the lid on. What do we need to put? No. I think we're almost finished.
We are almost finished. So let's see here. Do you want to put a little bit of, if you want, you can go ahead and add a little bit more baking soda so that it is a little bit more easier to handle. So you can go ahead and put another 2
That's one.
tablespoons in there.
2. And now it's mine. 1.
All right,
Mix it, okay?
can you mix it up?
Oh, now it's slime.
And then we'll pull it out. You can get it out of the jar. You can get it out of the jar.
No.
No?
This is actually hard to mix now. I think it's almost slime. I'm gonna keep mixing right now.
I'm gonna pull it out. Ugh.
I'm gonna keep mixing it because mine's not finished.
Yours is not finished? Okay.
It looks finished, but I don't want to touch it.
You wanna touch it?
It's not finished.
So while Brandon and I get the slime out of the jars, I'm going to explain the second part of the science of bubbling slime. The final reaction is the reaction that causes the glue to become slime, or the making the slime part. As the vinegar and the baking soda stop reacting with each other, we'll start to see the forming of the slime. Slime is made up of lots of polymers, which are really, really long chains of molecules. So how do we change the glue into slime? Or how do we create these polymers? Well, we add an activator. We use borax dissolved in water, or boric acid. This essentially is the borate ions that we are going to use to loosely connect the molecules together. The borate ion bonds to the glue molecules in such a way that it creates a chain-like structure. This is called cross-linking. Cross-linking allows, along with the water from the acid-base reaction, for the molecules to slide along each other while still being connected. These long chains of molecules, or polymers, work a lot like real chains in that when you squish the chains together, they have a hard time moving, but when you pull the chain straight, it becomes easier to manipulate. This is exactly how slime works, having the properties of both a solid and a liquid.
I should just take all the slime off of this spoon. Because look at it. It's so... Oh! Cool, it feels like sugar.
Like sugar?
Yeah, it feels like sugar. right now.
It's pretty stretchy. Is yours stretchy?
No, it's slime. It's actually slimy.
Is it
I
slimy?
want to mix it with my hands. Okay.
Okay.
Whack, 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 whack. And we go like boom, 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 boom. The spoon's still stuck in all the goo. And the goo is stuck in my hand.
Unstick it. Alright, well, that is how you make bubbling slime.
It doesn't look much more bubbly now.
Yeah, it did get all of its bubbles out. Do you know what caused all the bubbles?
Yeah.
What caused all the bubbles?
That.
The vinegar.
The vinegar.
With the, what is that?
BORAX.
No, with the baking soda.
Oh, the baking soda.
And that's what caused
You actually looked and you were pointing at the BORAX.
well, they're both on the same side of the table. Alright, well, I think that's it.
Are
you ready to say bye?
I want to put all this in my hand. Bye.
Bye.